Hi Stampin' friends, tonight we're going to use the Glad We're Friends stamp set. It has a lot of fun and I think easy to use sentiments and little animals. So it has a friend like you comes along once in 9 lives to go with our kitty cat. It has growing older is mandatory, growing up is optional, happy birthday, which I think is really cute with our little fan and our little Yorkie dog. And I'm blown away by you, also with our little Yorkie dog. Then it's Guinea be a great day with our little guinea pig, and Glad We're Friends. So I just think it's a lot of fun, to use this set. So let's see if we can make it seem so. Okay, so the first thing I did was just go through and cut a lot of different shapes that I could stamp onto. So what I was thinking was just kind of following, to me, I guess I should say, it is convention to use circles together and squares together. So I made these because I thought it would be really easy to make these into cards. Just using, you could layer them if you wanted to, but also just using this and doing some blocking of colors. So for instance, maybe you would use this stripe. This is from the Hostess reward paper. It's the $18 choice, and you might just pop these up on here, add your embellishments, do some different coloring, and make a nice little simple card. Then the same for this one, really, just kind of cutesy. And then there are so many ways to use the I'm blown away by you one, but I thought that it looks kind of cool to have it over to the edge. So even if you cut it smaller than this, like maybe you could cut it with this size square here, if that makes sense. It looks good, I think, to have it over to the side and down so that you can kind of imagine that it's been blown away by the fan. So that's one thing I wanted to kind of show you, is like that's kind of a fun thing to consider. And then let's see, you could also use any of the colors that are in here. We'll do some coloring here in just a second. You can see I have my several different blends out so that we can kind of imagine doing a little bit of coloring with this. Then kind of wanted to imagine also doing our little guy here, and our little, like this would be perfect to give to a couple of friends. Let me grab my kitty cat. And of course, any of these with the So Glad We're Friends would make a super cute card. But I was kind of thinking if you put all of these on one card, now they wouldn't necessarily have to go up and down. You could put them on sideways kind of and just kind of add them in. As long as you cut a little bit of extra room here, you can add the other shapes, the other little animals kind of all around it. And then use your So Glad We're Friends. I just think that makes a really cute card. I would probably wrap some ribbon around and have a little tuft of ribbon right here. Maybe one of the ribbons that's almost like an actual bouquet ribbon, where it's triple looped, so that kind of looks fun. So I thought that would be super cute. And then I also wanted to kind of mention, remember how we did on the hedgehogs, to do some sponging around and make it into a little scene. So you could do that as well and just kind of make a cute, peppy card. And I definitely think that this is one that would look super cute with that growing up kind of thing. I think that would make a fun little idea. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of coloring. I think I'll start with the guinea pig since he's the smallest, and just kind of imagine what colors I think a guinea pig might look nice as. So I'll just kind of add some maybe some brown, and I'll just make that stripe down his middle be white. Probably should have made his little feet pink, or a petal pink maybe. Let's see there. I'll just skip that for a second. You can see how quick that was. That will be super easy to just add some color to your card and not have to worry about it. Let me grab I know I set it here. Here we go. Use my color lifter since I accidentally colored his little foot. Just kind of lift that out. I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry a second and maybe put some of the pink that we were using, if that's what this is. No, that's ivory. I think I had a pink here somewhere. I'll use this one. Just kind of on his little nose and mouth, just to kind of give it a little more interest. There we go. And then do his little feet. Cutie cute. So then to me, he is ready to go. You could also do do some sponging around the edges. We haven't done that much lately, but when there are so many circles like this, I think some sponging starts to really look nice because it makes it kind of pop. So like if you were going to put this on some paper that had a lot of white in it, I think that would also be super cute. Okay, so let me just set our guinea pig aside and let's work on our little kitty cat. And I was thinking of making her a tabby cat. And so I thought it might be kind of fun to make her. Hi, Brenda. It's great to see you. Thank you for hopping by. I thought it might be kind of fun to try and make her a little yellow cat. So let's see here. I'm just going to go around the edge first. This is the dark pale papaya. And I will add some more color here. I just thought that might be a good place to start. Like that. Then I'm going to grab just a little bit of a light brown, which I'm going to use the light crumb cake, and just do some shadowing. Any place that I think might have a shadow to it. Just to kind of give it, so that it's not just orange. Under the mouth a little bit. There we are. I'm going to try to grab some yellow here. Maybe a light yellow for the crown. This is our light So Saffron. And once I've colored that, I'm just going to go in with my Wink of Stella and add some shimmery sparkles, because I think those are super cute. I think that's about enough. And then let's see here. I have my dark pale papaya. Do I have my light? This might be, let's see. Yes, this is light pumpkin pie. So I thought I might put just a little, even more yellow here, or more orange, I mean, on some of these edges. There we are. And then let me just color this really quickly. And I'm just kind of blending those together. I think he kind of looks like a little bit like Morris, the cat from the 9 Lives commercials from my childhood. There we go. And now I just want to add just a little bit of pink in his ears. For this, I'm using the light Flirty Flamingo. That's going to kind of clash a little bit, but really it doesn't show much because it just kind of looks like a gradient variation. And then I got a little out of lines there. I was talking and I wasn't paying attention, and I just rubbed that right out with my color lifter. So super simple there. So that is my little kitty cat girl. And I think I will go ahead and color our little Yorkie and then finish it up like I've done in the past. I just think that's a really fun look. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use the, let's see, light sweet sorbet to kind of look like red. Just going to do this as if it's kind of chrome and red, kind of a little 50s look. There's that. And then I just need the lightest gray I can find, which is not light basic black. Let's see here. Light smoky slate, that makes sense. There we go. And on the on switch there, around the edge. And then you can, a couple of places here, you might just want to add a little bit just to kind of add accent to the grill of the fan. Okay, then for this little guy, I was thinking, oh, not dark soft suede. I hope I can find the light. Let's see here. That's crumb cake. I am not knowing what happened to my browns. Dark crumb cake would be better, but I'm not finding that either. Oh, here we are. Here's something. Bronze. I don't know. Let's just try our dark and see what we think. I typically like to think of these little guys as having white paws and white, mostly white faces. I'm just gonna go in here like this. Add some of my darkest colors there. And just right down the side. All right, and then I'm just going to add some crumb cake and kind of blend this together as, as we would expect. There we are. This may not be my juiciest crumb cake blends. I have several, and at some point I need to go ahead and put the tape on them. I like to put tape on them so that they appear to, so that they appear to me that this is not my newest marker. I need to probably only use it for big projects where I'm trying to use lots of color. Okay. And then since, probably folks can get a little dirty when they play outside, like our little guy probably would do, I'm just going to put a little bit of the ivory down across the bottom. Like that. And just do some more blending. Just kind of layering up the color. So I'm putting the ivory over the light crumb cake. And a little bit at the top there. This kind of gives it has a little bit of a golden cast, so I think I like the way that adds to the color. Maybe just a little bit of ivory on his feet as well. And then I think we just need some pink on his tongue. There we are. Okay, and then if we wanted these, I think these are like little bits of paper on the fan. So I feel like maybe we could use a color that kind of coordinates, maybe a mint macaron or a pool party. Maybe this light soft succulent might be cute. Let me go ahead and do that. Doing the red and green, the opposites on the color wheel. So there we are. So then the only thing is trying to decide what color we might use for his background in this picture. So that's kind of a challenge. It's like, what would look good? Would yellow look good? Would, there's infinite possibilities. But one thing you can always do as well is go ahead and cut him out so that he doesn't get any color on himself as you're doing this. So that could be really cute. But I think this looks great on here. Even if you want to stop now, it would look great just popping it up on the card with some dimensionals and finishing it off. You could also, conversely, cut out, hi Lisa, it's great to see you, thank you for hopping by. You could also cut along this edge and do this same layer in your sweet sorbet to match, and then just stick it down on there. That would also be super cute and would add quite a pop here. So let's just go ahead and try and see what we think about the yellow. So I'm just gonna do this much. If you watched it just exactly like I did the coloring for our Happy Hedgehogs a month or so ago. So what I'm doing is going along the edge that they give me with the stitching. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow, which I will have a little trouble seeing since I'm using yellow Post-its, but we'll see. Should be able to manage it. There we are. Grab my, gosh, it's hard to tell. I believe this is my yellow one, but when you use a darker color, it gets kind of crazy on there. So let me find my daffodil. Our Daffodil Delight. Let's start over here on the side where that is pretty bright. All right, just put a little, and all I'm trying to do is just give it a little bit of kind of color here. Oh, I got a lot of color there in the corner. And I really don't want to get too close to my little doggy. I just kind of want to add the color around the edge. It's not going to be easy to do this bottom part here and not get it on anything, so I'm just going to try to be careful. And this is much less effort than what I used. Hi Susie, it's great to see you. Thank you for hopping by. Much less effort than I used on the hedgehogs, because I was trying to get sky and also get some ground, whereas with this one I'm really just making an edge. Okay, almost finished, just kind of blending it out there. Oops, got a little much there, sorry. Of course I did. As I was just about finished. I tell you what, if you're ever just about finished, you're finished, just stop. Otherwise you'll do what I just did and make a big blob on your paper. That's going to be an opportunity for embellishment for sure. So we do have this gorgeous early espresso ribbon, and that would be a perfect place to put a little ribbon. Make it kind of cute with your little guy, your little Yorkie. Hi Connie, it's great to see you. Thank you for hopping by. So let's see here. It's going to kind of make this bow. And then I think I'll just put it like right there, and I'll be able to use, if I don't put it right up in the corner, I can use maybe the tail to cover up that mistake. So sometimes you don't have to redo. You can still use whatever you've made. It's not a complete and total loss. So there, you can kind of imagine that. So let me go ahead and take these off. The deal with this is you can use this and make several others, and you really save a lot of paper when you do this. So I think it's just kind of a fun look. So imagining it back on our red that we were on before, I just think that is so simple and yet really sweet and easy to make several if you wanted to, and have some great birthday cards for your friends. I think this would look good for children, for adults, men and women, just anyone that you would make a birthday card, I think would enjoy this little card. And if you have any trouble getting it in the card, you can always kind of turn it like that. But I do think actually that the bow actually helps it. I mean, it just gives it a little more emphasis. You can always add some bling and stuff, but this isn't necessarily, puppies aren't necessarily blingy things. So But I do think the bow definitely adds to it. You could use one of the tiny ribbons here, these little in color ribbons, and make just a little bow and tie a little bow around his neck as well. I want you to see how tiny this ribbon is. It's our twine, so it's super tiny and makes a really super cute tiny bow. So that could be really cute on there. Oh, thank you, Connie. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. All right. So that's all I have for you tonight. Just trying to show you that super cute set. I know that it's one that I really was drawn to when I first saw it in the catalog, and I hope you enjoyed as well. Have a great evening and great weekend. Bye-bye.